Good morning, everyone. It's Larry here. I hope everyone's doing well. I know I am. I'm out for my morning walk and I'm just shy of the 4-mile mark, and Vicky came out and walked with me for a little while, so that was wonderful. So we got to walk and talk and have a great time. So today I'm going to try to get 6 miles in. Normally it's 5. I've been going over 5 to 5.5 and the like, and trying to work myself up. So I'm trying to walk to help with my blood sugar, my glucose levels. As a diabetic, I fight with my glucose levels all the time, and I'm trying to go a more natural route instead of using all the chemicals that my doctors want to give me. I have been diabetic, declared diabetic, for 3 years now. But prior to that, I was hypoglycemic, so I had terrible time with my blood sugars dropping too low. But in 2021, April of 2021, I was told I needed to go on insulin. I had just had a shoulder replaced, and while I was spending my overnight observation in the hospital, the nurse came in and said, your glucose level is too high, we need to give you insulin. And so that was my first insulin. I had been taking it for those 3 years. It's September of 2024 now, so a little over 3 years. And at some point in time, I don't know, it was probably about a month after Ozempic came out, my endocrinologist said, oh, we've got this really great new drug to give you called Ozempic. It'll help you a lot. And so she prescribed that, and I was on it for a while, and I started having some pretty serious side effects. So and I started having problems getting appointments with her. She seemed to be missing in action quite a bit. So I went back to my regular general practitioner and told him, you know what, I can't get a hold of my endocrinologist anymore, so you're my new diabetes doctor. Back to that. And I said, oh, and by the way, I'm dropping off of Ozempic. So I was only on, I don't know, half a unit a week, and after a few weeks I dropped off of it, and I was still taking the insulin nightly and still taking the metformin. And then I decided, you know what, with all this stuff that's going on, with all the medications and all this, I said, I'm now retired, I'm going to go the natural route. So I started walking. I started at 2 miles, and like I said earlier, I'm going to be up to 6 miles today, and I'll end up walking 8, 10 miles, whatever. I have turned into a hiker. I never dreamt that I would be somebody that declared themselves a hiker, but I've got my vest on, I've got my water vest on, and I have the hiking boots and the hiking socks and all that, and Vicky hikes with me when she can. She doesn't have quite the endurance that I do, and she has medical issues, so she can't hike as much. So anyway, all of this stuff has been going on, and I have decided, like I said, to go the natural route, and my blood sugars have been getting better and better. My blood glucose levels, when I take the stick pen to me every day, And the other day, it went down to 103. I know, I'm approaching hypoglycemic again, but I seem to be able to keep it in the 103 to 115 range. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop the insulin too. And it's still been great. So I keep walking. I've turned into a hiker. I'm a health nut now. In particular, I watch my foods. I became really obsessed with my foods, that I want to eat only natural foods. So I have yogurt, and I have cottage cheese and protein of every sort. And I am watching what I eat and watching how I walk. And the only medication I'm on now is metformin. And I'm contemplating getting off of it just as an experiment. We'll see. I hear that it's not too difficult of a medicine for the body to take care of, to endure. So who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll make a video and tell you all that I am now a diabetic that is in remission. Boy, that would be a nice dream come true. But in the meantime, I am a diabetic that's also a hiker. And so I'm getting healthier all the time, and I'm feeling great. Some mornings I don't feel like hiking, but other mornings, like this morning when it's beautiful, I just want to hike. So I'm going to give you a 360 and show where I'm hiking. I'm at my daughter and son-in-law's house. You can't see it. I'll just show you in a minute. It's over the knoll behind, right in front of me right now. I gotta watch, make sure I don't step in anything. But each lap around this is just slightly over a mile. So, like I told you earlier, I'm very close to the 4-mile mark. I'll hit it in very short order. And just 2 more laps, and I will have my 6 miles in. And there's my 360. That's beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. So this year, when Vicky and I take our winter traveling out west, we are going to go, and I am going to take up hiking in the mountains. In the meantime, I'm hiking in the hills of Indiana. Okay, hey, if you like this video, please like it. And if you want to hear more stories and follow me on my journey to going into diabetic remission, please subscribe. I'm heading into, in about 3 weeks, Vicky and I are heading into our winter season of hiding from winter, and we're going to be hiking in the mountains. We've got a lot of exciting things in store. So hopefully you subscribe. Thanks. Bye.